Hello and welcome back to What My Dad Does. I've been asked by a friend to come round and have a look at their oven, which has stopped working. Looks like the fan motor's gone, so we're going to try and change it. How are we going to do that? Let's go and find out. So what's happened? Well, a few weeks ago, the oven started tripping out and they realised that the fan inside wasn't spinning. That's in the main oven here, the thing at the back. And eventually it just completely packed up. So they've had an appliance company quote for a repair, and the quote was £420. The part from Neff, this is a Neff oven, apparently is £220 on its own. So we've had a look online. We found on eSpares this part by Electruepart, who are a British company, and this will do the job apparently, as well as similar models of Bosch and Siemens. So we're going to see if we can save the best part of £370 and see if we can do it ourselves. Now, I've not done this before, but I'm going to time it. I'm going to see how long it takes us and see how easy it is, and I'll let you know if it's worth trying to save some money or if it's worth going with an appliance company. First thing I need to do is turn the power off, which in this case is already off because, like I say, it's tripping out anyway, so that's off and done. That would be located on the wall or in a cupboard above or below or somewhere near in the general vicinity. Make sure the power is off. And then I'm going to take this door off. These are quite easy to take off. In this case, I just flip these catches here, one this side, one the other side, lift the door back up, and then I can lift the door out. And then I'm going to get on with taking that plate out at the back there so I can get to the fan. Then I'm going to take the fan out, take the whole machine out. These ovens are normally just held in by a couple of screws. I think in this case, I think it's just these two, this one and this one, and the whole thing will slide out. I've got a stand there that I can sit it on, and then I'll be able to get to the back where the motor sits, and we'll go from there. Right, so I'm going to take the door off, just lift the other catch, lift the door up, and it should come out. This is quite heavy. It's worth removing first. It makes it easier to get to, and it makes the appliance lighter when you're going to lift it out. So it looks like these are just Phillips screws. So I'll see if I can get this back plate off here so I can get to the fan, which is just behind it. Let's see if we can take the fan off in the same way. What I need to do now is take these two screws out, lift the oven out, put it on my stand, and then take the back off, and we'll see if we can find the motor. I'm going to take this door off as well. It removes in the same way. Pull the catches up, lift the door, and off that comes, save a bit of weight. Now, normally when you fit these ovens, the electrician will have it on a stand, and he'll get his cable from here, make it easy for himself, and then lift it in nicely. So I should be able to lift this out and put it on my stand. So yeah, that's what's happened. Here's the cable. That's exactly what the electrician's done when he's fitted it. So I've been able to get that out, put it on a stand, and now I can work on this back area, which is where the motor's located, just behind that fan. So I'm guessing somewhere here. We'll get the back off. Oh, it looks like they're Torx screws, not Phillips screws. So Actually, they're quite common, especially nowadays on Bosch and things like that. So you'll need a Torx screw set. I don't know what size that is. Normally it comes in a whole set, so you can just check and see which one you need. But yeah, you'll need that to get inside. So I found my set. I'm going to try and take this off. If you haven't got a stand to put the oven on, you can just put it on a chair or something like, or a couple of chairs, something like that. It's better than putting it on the floor, and the cable often won't reach to the floor. Okay, so you can see in the back of the oven, that's the fan motor. I'll see what we've got from Electruepart. This was the whole assembly, the fan and the motor. But basically, yeah, looks exactly the same. So what we're going to have to do is pull the wires off. Down here, these three. These will connect onto these three parts here. I need to make sure I get the correct ones back on the correct place, obviously. So what I'll do, I'll take a photograph of that so I know exactly where they're supposed to go. And then it just screws in, just 3 screws. Obviously, once I've taken this fan off, and then we'll put that back in from the front once the oven's back in its place. It looks like the motor's held in by a Torx screw head as well, so you'll definitely need one of these. And that's it, I think. It's on there. Seems to be okay. So I'll put the cover back and then lift it back in its housing. And then we'll play around with the front again. Right, so now I'm going to fit the fan. Same as last time. This will just sit over the spindle. There's a washer of some sorts and a nut just to screw on. Now reassemble this back plate. And that's it. So let's just see if that's going to work. Turn it on at the power. Yep. Set the clock. Right. Yeah, there you go. And it's spinning around. That should be problem solved. Now that part is obviously not a genuine Neff part, but the process should be the same. Like I said, this was Electruepart, and that seems to be working fine. This was £55 as opposed to the Neff part that was, I think it was about 220, something like that. So that's why we went for this one. And that has actually taken me, about 45 minutes. And that includes the filming, which takes me forever. But you should be able to do it in a similar amount of time. I've fitted ovens before, so I've got the confidence to take these out. That might be the worst thing, is taking it out and getting to the back. But yeah, I think it was pretty easy. It was pretty quick, and it has saved from the quoted price about £370 for 45 minutes. So I think it's worth giving a go. I hope that helps and solves a problem you've got. So yeah, good luck and on to the next video.